Alright, so MLB The Show decided to release another GameStop Monday video today because today is indeed Monday. And we're getting these basically up until the final week of releasing all their content, the developer stream, all that fun stuff. But yeah, so basically what the GameStop Monday trailer was about today was about Road to the Show. Now, a lot of you guys probably don't really play Road to the Show. A lot of you guys are probably either franchise guys or Diamond Dynasty guys. But personally, I do play Road to the Show. I've played it for the past few years. I've had a blast with it. But there have been a lot of flaws with it. They did a lot to improve it last year, but honestly, some of the improvements just didn't even really matter. Just like the caps, adding the cap to the players' overall stats and all that stuff. Getting rid of the points or whatever they were called. But yeah, they just ended up showing a bunch of different things that might actually interest you guys in playing Road to the Show next year, alright? You guys might be wondering why my voice is sounding a little bit clearer. We'll get into that in a different video. But yeah, so let's go ahead and just jump right into it. So, first thing they jump right into is they ended up talking about archetypes, alright? They ended up showing, I don't think it was all of them, but they ended up showing a pretty good chunk of them, but I wouldn't be surprised if this was all the ones they had. So the ones they had, the ones I'm going to show are the ones that we have not seen yet. So Flamethrower we ended up seeing in the gameplay trailer released a couple of weeks ago, and then we have the Plain Filthy pitcher archetype. And as you guys can see, Phil Necro is a part of that, so he is confirmed to be coming back, but his knuckleball will not be as effective as it has been in past years. Let's see, some of the other ones, I'm going to get into another one here in a minute. Let me see if I can find another pitcher one. I can't remember if there was another one. But yeah, so this other one is called the Control Freak. I think we've seen this one over the past couple of years as well. And yes, you guys can see right there, right next to Aaron Nola, we have former Indians and Phillies left-handed pitcher Cliff Lee. So I believe with him being being showcased as a legend for Control Freaks, I believe that confirms him to be coming back to MLB The Show. Yeah, I believe the last time Cliff Lee was in the game, his live series card was going for about $100K, and he was one of the final pieces that you needed to get 99 overall Mike Schmidt. Yeah, fun story, but yeah, it's good to see another left-handed starter come into the game. Cliff Lee is also actually a pretty good card to use. We could get an Indians card, we can get a Phillies card. There's a bunch of different directions we could go with him. But we'll address that later, if we have to. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump back into the other archetypes. There's the Pure Power archetype, and we have Stanton and Jay Buhner. So Jay Buhner is indeed coming back. Tony Gwynn and Jose Altuve represent the small ball. And then Mr. Utility, we have Robin Yount and Marwin Gonzalez. And then this one is an interesting one, all right? Rocksteady. So we can't see the full picture. You guys are probably wondering why can't we see the full picture? They looks like they ended up cutting off. I'm assuming what is another legend. They don't want to reveal yet. I don't know who it could be. You see, we have Roberto Alomar here, and clutch personified both on the plate and both on the field and at the plate. I honestly don't know who this could be. I haven't seen any speculation about who it could be. Let me know in the comments below who you guys think it could be. I honestly have no freaking clue. But yeah, that's a very interesting archetype. And then the final one is going to be the Anomaly that they showcased. And this is going to be the Ken Griffey's and the Jose Ramirez's of the world. A rare combo of raw power and speed. So yeah, those were the archetypes they ended up showing off. I don't 100% know if these are the only ones that they have in the game. They're probably going to go into depth in it on Thursday afternoon. But yeah, this next screenshot right here was one of the things that they ended up talking about, the playable training. We ended up seeing it in the trailer, and we were wondering, was the guy doing the bench press? Like, what is it all going to entail? This one is actually going to be a plate vision training test, I think. So I think the way they did it in the trailer or in the video, you had to get the ball. The ball would drop, and you had to get the PCI over it. Yeah, honestly, a pretty cool mini game to improve your vision. But yeah, it looks like they're going to be doing this for all kinds of stats. And another thing they said about the stats is that every single archetype, their cap is every single stat is going to cap out to 99. All right, so I think they heard the outcry of the community last year saying that, these Road to the Show guys, we're not taking these guys online. It shouldn't really matter if these guys have capped stats or not. So I think they're bringing back the full 99 overall stat thing. Yeah, so very, very interesting. Let's see, this next screenshot is actually also very interesting. As you guys can see, the player is talking with Jed Jerko, and you can see that he has 3 different little boxes underneath his name with the relationship. Unfamiliar, friendly, and bro. That's a very interesting way of being like really close guys. But it looks like this year you're going to be able to build relationships, all right? And that's honestly one of the biggest things in baseball is trying to build those relationships with the other players. That just makes the entire locker room, atmosphere go up, team morale goes up. Everybody starts to play well, all that fun stuff. They also ended up saying, I also took the screenshot because they said there's going to be more dialogue, all right, between not only the players, but also not only between the coaches and the GMs, but also between the players, agents, all that fun stuff. So that's always a big thing. We love looking at our dialogue. And then here we have the personality types. This one is the captain, and it says that you're a natural-born leader. You've always gained respect amongst your peers and have excelled in team-based activities. So, it's basically the Derek Jeter type. They ended up scrolling through the other ones. I decided this was just the one that I decided to capture. But yeah, they said that these would that you will gain more perks as you start to build relationships and all that fun stuff. And then again, here's another screenshot of building relationships with those players in the clubhouse, which is again a very important thing. And then the final thing they talked about was the new challenges that they're implementing into the game. So first one they said is going to be called dynamic challenges, and these are the ones that we saw in the trailer, the gameplay trailer, where it's you're in a very tight situation, and if you do this, you'll get a certain boost to this stat, or if you do this, you'll get a bigger boost to this stat and this stat. All right. So yeah, these are going to be the ones that pop up in game and all that fun stuff. Seems very, very interesting. Like what kind of a challenge, like will it be different for like a pure power hitter as opposed to like a pure contact guy? It's going to be interesting to see where they go with these dynamic challenges. And then there's actually another challenge, and these ones are called cap challenges. And these challenges are used to increase the cap on your player. All right, so say that the highest overall. Say that your contact versus righties, the highest overall it can go right now is up to a 66, all right? So let's say that you worked really hard and you're already up to that 66. You can't go up any further. These cap challenges will help you get from that 66 up to the 67 or 68 overall in contact, and then you can start working towards that 67, 68 contact. That's basically how the cap works. It's kind of complicated, but at the same time, it's not too difficult to grasp onto once you actually start playing the game. But yeah, honestly, this makes me want to start a Road to the Show series next year. Very, very interesting. A lot of improvements. I was surprised at the amount of improvements they made to this game mode. But that was all they decided to talk about in this GameStop Monday. They're going to be going more in depth on these ideas and concepts on Thursday, along with a brand new legend reveal. I believe they may have accidentally given one to us, either that or they did it on purpose. And Cliff Lee, I don't know if he's going to be the one getting announced on Thursday. They might do what they did with Pudge and who is the other guy? I can't remember. Oh yeah, Jimmy Fox. I don't know if they'll do that the same with a couple of other guys this next week or with Cliff Lee or whatever. But yeah, very interesting time to start actually watching this stuff, because you Road to the Show guys, you guys have been asking for this. Honestly, even though I'm not that big on Road to the Show, it's enticing me to actually play the game mode now. But yeah, that's all they talked about in this video, and I think that's going to go ahead and do it for this video, guys. I don't know what I'm going to be doing the rest of the week. I'll probably end up doing an update video either tomorrow or on Wednesday, just to discuss what I plan on doing for the rest of the year. But yeah, once again, guys, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification to stay up to date with MLB The Show 19 news as it comes out. And I will see you guys in the next one.